Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk, scrolling through your phone, feeling a bit of pressure in your chest. You tell yourself it's probably just indigestion or stress. But what if it's not? What if that moment is your body trying to tell you something far more serious? Let me ask you something important. Do you know the real signs your heart gives before a heart attack strikes? Drop your answer in the comments, because most men actually miss the warning signals until it's too late. I've met countless men who've told me, "Doctor, I didn't think it was my heart. I thought I was just tired." And that's the dangerous part. Heart attacks don't always arrive with dramatic movie-style chest pain. Sometimes they whisper. And if you don't know what to listen for, that whisper can become silent. Forever. I want to walk you through something that could literally save your life. If you're a man over 30, if you have stress, if you've ever ignored fatigue, or if you think heart attacks only happen to older people, stay with me. This is for you. Part 1 begins with awareness. The heart doesn't fail suddenly, it sends distress signals. One of the earliest signs many men overlook is chest discomfort. Not necessarily pain, but a squeezing, pressure, or fullness right at the center. You might feel like someone's sitting on your chest, or like your shirt suddenly became too tight. It may come and go, lasting more than a few minutes. That's not something to brush off. Sometimes it radiates into your arms, shoulders, neck, or jaw. You might even feel it in your back. I've heard men say, "It just felt like I pulled a muscle." But the truth is, if you didn't lift anything, and that ache comes with shortness of breath or sweating, it's your body waving a red flag. And then there's the fatigue. Not just being tired after a long day. I'm talking about a deep, unusual exhaustion that doesn't make sense. You wake up tired, you climb the stairs and feel drained, or you lose interest in things you used to do easily. That's often your heart struggling to pump enough blood and oxygen through your body. Let's talk about shortness of breath. You might notice you can't catch your breath after simple activities, or you feel winded lying down. You might even wake up at night, gasping for air. These are signs of reduced oxygen flow. And if your body's asking for air, it's asking for help. Here's something many men don't realize. Heart attack symptoms aren't always sudden. They can build up over hours or even days. Your body is patient with you, but you can't afford to be patient with it. Now, one of the trickiest signs is indigestion-like discomfort. You might feel burning in your upper abdomen, nausea, or even vomiting. Men often mistake this for acid reflux or a stomach bug, but the nerves in your heart and stomach are closely linked, so sometimes the signals get crossed. Another subtle sign? Cold sweats. That clammy, sticky sweat that appears out of nowhere, even when you're not hot or active. It happens because your nervous system is reacting to the sudden drop in blood flow from your heart. And don't ignore lightheadedness or dizziness. If you stand up and feel faint, or the room suddenly spins, that could mean your heart isn't pumping enough blood to your brain. That's not something to tough out, it's something to act on. Now you might be wondering, how do you know when to call for help? The rule is simple. If something feels off and it's new, severe, or unusual, don't wait. Call emergency services right away. I've seen too many lives lost because someone decided to wait it out. Let's move into part 2, understanding your risk. Knowing your body is one thing. Knowing your risk is power. Age plays a role, yes, but lifestyle is the real game changer. If you smoke, carry extra weight around your waist, have high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol, your heart is already under stress. And stress itself, that silent killer, it's no joke. Chronic stress releases hormones that keep your blood pressure high, damage your arteries, and make your blood thicker. Over time, that builds plaque inside your arteries, narrowing them. It's like squeezing a hose while trying to water your garden. Less water gets through. And when a piece of that plaque breaks loose, It blocks the flow entirely. That's when a heart attack hits. I remember one patient who told me he worked through chest pain because he didn't want to make a fuss. He finished his shift, drove himself home, and collapsed before reaching the door. His wife found him. And that night, his story became a warning I've repeated ever since. Never let pride cost you your life. So, what can you do right now? Start by checking your blood pressure and cholesterol. Most pharmacies or clinics can test them quickly. Know your numbers, because awareness is prevention. Keep your blood pressure below 120/80. And if your cholesterol's high, talk to your doctor about lifestyle changes or medication if needed. Diet is crucial. Swap out processed foods for fresh ones. Add more fiber. Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains help clean your arteries naturally. Choose lean proteins like fish or chicken, and if you love red meat, enjoy it occasionally, not daily. And yes, that extra salt and sugar? They're not just bad for your waistline, they're a slow poison for your heart. And let's not forget movement. You don't need a gym membership to protect your heart. A brisk 30-minute walk 5 times a week lowers your risk dramatically. Exercise doesn't just strengthen your muscles, it trains your heart to work efficiently, reduces stress, and balances hormones. Now I know some of you might be thinking, but I'm too busy. I get it. Life gets hectic. But let me ask you this. What's the point of success if you don't have the health to enjoy it? Every step you take, every healthy meal you choose, is a silent promise to your future self. Let's move to part 3, the recovery mindset. Because even if you've had a heart scare or a heart attack before, it's not the end of your story. The heart has an incredible ability to heal when given the right care. The first step is consistency. Take your medications exactly as prescribed. They're not just pills, they're tools that give your heart a fighting chance. The second step is support. Don't go through recovery alone. Join a cardiac rehabilitation group or talk to others who've gone through the same experience. Healing isn't just physical, it's emotional. When you realize you're not alone, hope returns. And third, make lifestyle changes stick. It's easy to be motivated right after a scare, but long-term change happens one small decision at a time. Replace habits that hurt your heart with ones that heal it. Less alcohol, more water. Less sitting, more walking. Less worry, more laughter. Your heart listens to every choice you make. Every heartbeat is a message that says, I'm still here. So treat that gift with respect. And here's something powerful I want you to remember. Prevention isn't about fear. It's about freedom. Freedom to play with your kids, to chase your dreams, to wake up tomorrow without anxiety about what's happening inside your chest. If you've ever lost someone suddenly to a heart attack, you know how fragile time can be. Don't let that lesson come too late. Your body is wiser than you think. It speaks through pain, through fatigue, through subtle discomfort, but only if you're willing to listen. So I want you to take a moment right now and ask yourself, when was the last time you truly paid attention to your heart? Not just metaphorically, but physically. When did you last thank it for beating 100,000 times a day, every day, without rest? If you feel that something's not right, don't wait. Listen, act, and seek help. That single decision could save your life, or someone else's. Remember, heart health isn't about perfection. It's about awareness, balance, and courage. The courage to take care of yourself, to change, to say, my life matters. Because it does. And if you take one thing from this message, let it be this. Your heart doesn't ask for much. It just asks for care. Give it that, and it will give you life in return. So, tell me in the comments, what's one small change you'll make today for your heart? Will you go for that walk, skip that cigarette, or book that checkup you've been putting off? I'd love to hear it, because every step you take inspires someone else to do the same. You're not powerless, you're in control. And your heart, that quiet, faithful rhythm, is counting on you to keep it that way.